US President Donald Trump is back with his criticism of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. He is once again renewing his rhetoric that the relation the US bears with the NATO is one-sided. His words, quote unquote, "It is ridiculous for the United States to continue this relation." That's what he said. His remarks coming just a week ahead of the NATO summit in Ankara. Remember, the upcoming summit, which will bring together 32 member states, will be held in the in Turkey from July 7 to 8. Trump wrote on his Truth Social platform, "They were not there for us," quote unquote. His post included a comparison chart showing NATO spending, with the United States investing vastly more than the other member states. But why exactly does Trump keep taking aim at his European allies? His core grievance is around NATO's alleged lack of military support during the Iran war. Trump has claimed that the US is spending trillions to protect NATO countries. Despite that, he says they refused to reciprocate when the US wanted their help in securing the Strait of Hormuz. Trump says it's the US that foots the security bill and Europe that reaps the benefits, according to him. In his words, without the United States, NATO is just a paper tiger, incapable of fending for itself. Trump has demanded allies spend at least 5% of the GDP on defense and threatened repercussions if they fail to do so. Trump's message has been clear. To get goodies from the US, Europe must pay. This first emerged in September when the US introduced a new mechanism to arm Ukraine using NATO-funded purchases from its own stockpiles. Trump has repeatedly called for the war in Ukraine to halt.
Well, when it comes to the defense of Ukraine, the US is still indispensable. The flow of key support from the United States into Ukraine continues. Paid for by Canadians and Europeans. And I think that's only fair. This is this famous Pearl program. And these are, for example, the interceptors for the Patriot systems protecting the critical infrastructure in Ukraine.
And now Europe is taking notes. The German Chancellor has said Europe needed to take greater responsibility for its own defense and must keep the transatlantic alliance strong. He further pledged that Germany would sharply increase military spending to meet the NATO's defense target.
NATO must become more European so that it can remain transatlantic. I think that's a very apt way of putting it. In recent years, we have done too little for our own security. We are now making up for that. This includes a significant increase in our defense spending. Germany will reach the 3.5% target agreed in The Hague last year by 2029.
And while Trump has openly mused quitting the NATO chief visited the White House in late June, remember, to try and thaw Trump's anger, it seemed. All eyes now remain on the upcoming summit where Trump will be the first president to visit Turkey since 2009 after former President Obama. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.